Again, the more money I spend because you're doing something, no, there's no option. I need to broadcast. I need to actually buy that so that you don't get up for doing that. In fact, when you stole it, it cracked the screen on my treadmill. Exact moment. There's no other option. This is the best course action. I'm the most intelligent person on this planet, and that's obvious. Right? Truly intelligent, not criminally intelligent. Right? So this is the only way to do it. Right? So when I said they can kill you, I give them permission to kill you. I will no longer block them not killing you with my personal self. So now you are available to be killed. You lost any protection I might have of you not being killed. I kill people every day. It's no big deal. Like I said, millions of people dying in the Gaza. I actually have another device to do this with, and when I get home, I'll be plugging that in, and then it'll work just like the other device. Again, they were all, there were 3 groups of people that I could see. They were cursing me. Well, I know there's 3, 4. There's 4 involved, 4 groups of neighbors, or 4 neighbors. Some are 2 people. They get paid. You'll call them informers, but they're not doing informant work, so therefore they're not informants. Do you understand that, all of you? You're not investigatively putting sirens around me. You're criminally, psychologically torturing your victim and calling it official police work. They have to up the ante. They're not testing me. They actually want me to go and kill somebody. But again, it's not a test. But again, the psychology is that that every CIA people that are real, that'll be honest, if you sat down and talked to them, like Joe from DOJ, see, you lost protection. These are the people that are doing it. O'Keefe is I told you before O'Keefe wasn't a Republican, right? I told you like at least 4 years ago. No, 6 years ago. Right? 5 years, right? 5 years. Right? I told you he's the type of people that are taking me out. It's a scam. The guy that O'Keefe was operated for months prior, at least, if not years. He's a victim of O'Keefe and his people. O'Keefe is deep state. He's not Republican. He's not Democrat. I told you that. I told Verrett this was a scam. That they aren't coming up on somebody and simply interviewing. They're destroying their life and preparing them psychologically to do that. It makes no sense, right? Why would he do it? Because he was psychologically operating. If he didn't allow the psychological operation, then they couldn't have done it to him. They got task forces in town, but it's bullshit. They brought the task force in to fuck off my move. First, did it to fuck off the church. Right? My move to the church, and then fuck off my move. Because they're crooks, man. Right? I mean, just because you have a badge, it's been proven, it doesn't mean anything. And of course, I have an insight to all the agents. They tell me, look, Larry, if they would prosecute it, the director of ICE would prosecute it, but they won't prosecute it. He personally would prosecute it. Because it's that corrupt. It doesn't fit any model of conservative or liberal or anything like that. And then, of course, 1 minute they're liberal, 1 minute they're conservative. Like in the group that I was looking at right there, probably half were doing it for conservative reasons and half were doing it for liberal reasons. See, that's a scam. There is no liberal and conservative. It really isn't. I'm not picking a fight with anybody. Everybody knows what you're doing. The director said 4 people people down here to shoot all of you, he would. That's real. Am I getting more violent? No, you are. I'm sitting in my car just trying. I just want to let you know the gravity of this. No, you will have something happen in Kansas. You already see it slipping. Right. Senator Marshall's person would never have that issue in a million years. Right. Had you not done what you did to me. Oh my gosh. But of course, Loomer's silent, right? Right. Meanwhile, they fired Riggs, right? The guy was actually telling you how to succeed at what you were trying to do. I'm still disabled. You know how to do it to disabled people. I don't care what you say. Oh, because your dirty cop smiled at me when he fucked me. I'm supposed to laugh about it? Hey, Don! I put the other face person out. Yeah, they come in. They come in millions of times. Anybody else. Right. Most of the people are drug addicts anyway. Smoking dope. Right. I can tell you, the old man, I swear he does something. He looks like he on meth every day. I agree. We've seen him. Now it might be a bottle or something. But I don't see him carrying a bottle, so maybe not. Nah, he's on something. Looks like he's on something. It could be pink pills. And he walked in while I was out of my car, and there's no way to stop that. I'm gonna go to hell, man. You're still young, all of you. You don't compare your 30-year-old life with my 61 after I've been in war and been a real cop instead of a crooked cop. You can find a lot of protection as a crooked cop today. Yeah, I'm like actually the real Booker T. Busser. Booker T. Busser turned out to be a killer, a murderer, a criminal. I'm the real walk and talk guy. Right. Probably a deep state protection. Right. It's like the shitty neighbors around here. Oh, they stole it. There's no doubt they stole it. Grab the whole hub. Now they're trying to say this. I don't know if it's them or someone else. They're saying there's a micro disc in the hub. There's no micro disc on that hub, idiots. No, I did set up bait. I stopped the bait operation long ago. Right. Well, that's what you do. That's what you do. Is you leave a disc around your like if you're an agent, leave a disc around your apartment of government stuff, like that is just sensitive. Not that it's you know something that you can't leave around. Not something you have to put in the skiff, right? And you let them break in and steal that. Right. Mine was my evidence for the. I had other copies of it. Though. My evidence of the algorithms. See if the battery's charged. I gotta charge it. Yeah, he just walked in, grabbed the hub, and ran out laughing. Right. No, designed to cause paranoia. No, is it a warning? It's designed to cause paranoia. They're sick pieces of shit and cause people to be killed all across this country. You know why the cops cried in Colorado at the what is that place called? I'm not infatuated with serial killers. You all are. I'm infatuated with the fact that you're creating them. Right. What is that shopping center in Colorado? Or a supermarket? What is that? King Soup. The cops cried in Boulder because what they're doing to me here in Overland Park, they did to that guy that ended up psychologically unbalanced and ended up killing all those people at the King Super. They knew they arrested that guy. That's another one, the King Super in Colorado. It's another one of their workers. But you need us to protect you, so now we take over your churches, see? Yeah, they took the base station for it. I still have two of the transmitters. No, they want me to run up on them and hit them, and then they get $10 million, right? Instead of $1 million. No, when I leave, these people will move to better places to live, guaranteed. Although they could be drug dealers, that could be their angle. No, my neighbors could very easily be drug dealers. Well, if I'll just tell you, if they do this in Altoona, Altoona will be cursed. It's just how it works. Your families will be cursed. If you drive off the road as a state trooper because God punishes you for being corrupt, why should I care? I mean, I care about you enough now to tell you not to do it. Why should I care? If an FBI agent that sexualizes people and turns them into pedophiles for tech billionaires and criminal cronies in the community who are paranoid because they saw a drug deal and they don't think that, they think that they're calling the cops on it, or a sex trafficker, same thing. Why should I care about you? I mean, you have an elevated opinion of yourselves. Chief, SAC, mayor. Administration's tanking. I'm telling you to stop the bullshit. The economy's going to be so tits up. The funny part is the people that are wanting it tits up, they don't have money either. Now, they want me to run around my apartment looking for it all day. I got to move. I don't have time. Oh, I forgot to look for a bin while I was over there. Trying to find my other transmitter because I have to charge this transmitter. No, it was a receiver. It's a wireless receiver. They stole it. They pulled the whole hub out. Otherwise, I probably would have been looking around on my apartment all day. Right. It's a hub with an extension. Most likely a dirty cop or a reserve cop, whatever it is. I don't know. I haven't been able to figure out if it's a real cop. Everybody knows he lives here. He wears his uniform and so on. I'm doxing him. Why the fuck is he fucking with my life? You'll probably find no official thing that says he gets to harass me. Right. Well, he's the face person. Right. So I go over and beat him up or something. And then he shoots me. Fuck him and fuck his family. That motherfucker came against me. Fuck him. My peaceful life of building an ark. Fuck all of you. There's reports. They're not allowed to do what they're doing. I just nobody's going to prosecute. Because I'm a pedophile? You all run around creating pedophiles? Actually, here's the hub with the micro disc. It was in the kitchen. But it's empty. No, I didn't pull the hub out. See, they're trying to, maybe you're not knowing what you're doing more. Maybe you were pulling the hub out. Maybe you put the hub out. No, right before I walked out, I plugged it into the hub. No, I wish I would have taken it out. Taken it out. It's an operation to cause paranoia and to get somebody to act out well based on that paranoia. That's who they are. That's who they've been. And yes, most likely the woman that was shot in Miami had sexualized men, grown adult men, by isolating them, by psychologically torturing them. She operated them just like these people did, and that person became a pedophile. She's not testing them. She's breaking a person's mind and brainwashing them into sex crime. You're doing the same thing here in Overland Park, and you will pay in hell. Every last one of you. God will send to hell, and you'll hear this again while you're in hell. Your little game of earth hell has lasted too long, all of you. Oh, PA State Police, like I said, you want to be it? Just don't lie to yourselves when you drive off the road, PA State Police. Don't lie to yourselves. You know who the people are that happened to. And again, if you caused me to drive off the road, fine. You caused a cleaver to fall off the counter last night and strike my foot. It's not God. There's nothing in the scripture, nothing in New Testament scripture that says a single person is protected on this planet, and that indicates their holiness or their favor of God. Go to the New Testament. It changes. Even the Old Testament changes. It's not my curses. My curses go directly through God. If God doesn't apply them, then God doesn't apply them. That doesn't happen for your curse. You just curse me directly. Fuck him, and everybody fucks him. That's what you say in police departments all day, don't you? Well, Rick Henry came along and said, fuck him, before I even woke up, and you fucked me. All right. So don't say it's based upon something I'm doing. Enough of the scam, all of you. That's what they do, is they screw up the time frame and how it works. There's no doubt that she's one of the people involved in Naples, Florida, and all that. Right. You want to play your games, all of you. But your games are already killing the people that support you. We can't get you because the people in the Ukraine are part of something you're all part of. The people in Russia are part of something you're all part of. But God's been feverishly taking when the stage is about to tank financially. Like I told you before, I do all day with what you're supposed to do. Even if you do it, it won't work if you're trying to kill me or somebody part of the organization trying. No, there was an attempt to kill me. You're trying to stroke me out and give me a heart attack. There ain't no doubt. You've been doing it for like 30 years, or at least 20 years. Curse you and curse your families. Yeah, you got some dirty cop that lives close in. You might be the thief. That could be one of the other people. Maybe somebody I never see. Right? Oh, call Lathan. It's my fault because I don't curse you. No, I don't call you. Fuck you. It's gonna be a scam. Fuck you. Just like Lenexa PD, who didn't prosecute the use of my credit card because there was no monetary value that was lost, but the number was used. That's bullshit. It's not a policy. It's bullshit. They're conscious shooters, sex traffickers. That's what LDS Church is. That's what the local PD is. I'm not paranoid. I'm intelligent. You're ignorant fucks is what you all are. I'm doing this as a cop. You're doing it as a fucking crook, all of you. So don't try role reversal. But I'm anti-police. I'm anti-corruption. You're anti-police, all of you. Somebody paid you to get the power man and ICE, and you did it. Oh, you did it before I was the power man, but maybe not so publicly, right? Because I was the power man in ICE, the first administration. Right. So we're going to play that shift game of the timetable and how this all works. In fact, how many years ago was that? About 25, 30 years ago, I was investigating federal agents for corruption. And it's related to that. Eventually, some of them were busted. But that wasn't until like 2010 when that began. So that's what it's related to. A snitch? You're fucking my wife? Physically fucking her? Because that's how you get off with your cuck shit, all of you. But you're actually also cursing her so she would be sick and psychologically operating her, just like that lieutenant in Florida and his wife, where the son ends up dead. And then you prosecute a case against the wife like she actually did it by her lonesome. Right. So don't try to shift the timetable like you're doing this for government law enforcement purpose. You're crooks. I'm anti-corruption. You're anti-police, all of you. Overland Park PD, Olathe PD, anti-police. They'll kill a cop for $10 probably. Just let them live and be forgiven for their crimes. Right. You're listening to the greatest law enforcement discussion in the history of the world. In the history of the world. They will call evil good. They will call good evil. They will also call great shitty and shitty great. You just lost all my protection of you. You just lost me protecting you. Because of what you did by stealing that. Probably drug addicts. So cops are using meth, man, like crazy. The fact that cops aren't getting arrested for using meth tells me that they're using meth. See? What is the percentage of Americans using meth? Oh my God. Maybe you see a small amount, but the amount of corruption would say that it's actually a larger number of cops using meth, right? Like we know corruption isn't what's investigated and what's charged, and corruption is what corruption is, and we know what the corruption is, right? It's worse than it's ever been, and we have the least number of corruption cases in the history of the world. So what does that tell you? They hate me because I arrest meth. I want meth dealers arrested, and even suppliers destroyed. They love the meth dealer. People around here using meth. People they use meth. I guarantee that woman and her husband uses drugs. I guarantee it. Cannabis at a minimum, quite possibly meth. And you're going to come into my apartment and steal it? Well, what I'm doing right now, I'm kicking you in the head inside because I have to do that so I don't do it outside. It's that simple to overcome your curses. They cursed me to beat somebody up today, to assault them. They used all the will of the police departments and all the crony agents and all the drug dealers and such. It's on. We're going to get more today. Everybody think that direction. Fucking filthy shit. Addicting everybody's kids to drugs so you can make money. To be protected from your pedophilia, all of you. and protect the billionaires that are pedophiles. Epstein's just a fucking red herring. Right. They'll tell you he's a kind of a medium level pedophile. He's not prolific. He wasn't like requiring it every day. Right. They're trying to turn me into that. I had them going for a while. Not that they believe I was a pedophile, but they believe they were sexualizing. Right. No, you don't get to sexualize somebody. That's none of your business. Right. But what I didn't understand is if you help investigate sex crime and you're not approved by missing exploited children, they'll kill you. That was the first clue as to them being fallen. Thank you, Aaron. And what does that mean? Well, if you're not deep state, you're not allowed to investigate. Right. So what they'll say is, well, you can tell he's a pedophile because he doesn't like missing exploited children. No, I like missing exploited children. I put that stuff on the website I created. I was trying to help them, do something in the world other than the scam they are. At that time, I didn't know they were a scam. Right. Well, it takes time to figure out because you're turning in illegal pornography, and because you're suggesting that something's going on sexually somewhere, right, to be investigated, that they're actually putting people into you to take you out because you're not on their list of approved people, right? Why wouldn't I be approved? Again, because I'm anti-corruption. I'm not a snitch. Again, people will tell you I protected them all through my career, even in the communities, right? No, missing exploited children is a scam. I mean, here's the point. Okay, say I was there, right? What would happen? We'd arrest more people, right? So that's case in point. It doesn't matter that they have the position because they're not supposed to be in the position. Agreed, Larry. Well, that position exists whether they're there or not. Don't you get it? They're actually a detriment to missing and exploited children because we can't stop. First off, they're creating sex crime using PSYOP. But whatever it is, he's sparking. Dirty cops everywhere. But it ain't the police department. Like I said, they could have gave me a ticket in a second. A couple of them, like, they jerked their vehicle forward. And then they would stop. Oh, it's you. Now you'll be giving up soon. As bad as it's going to get in this country, you'll be giving up. Well, you just didn't learn from the other downturns. What they'll do is say, "Well, it's politics. Well, we're praying." They always have some bullshit, right? They can't pray. That's the reality because they're evil. No, they infected my health on purpose. I knew they were doing it. Been doing it for years. I don't have victims. I really don't. That woman, let's say I cursed her, which I don't think I did. Like, I didn't know that woman in Miami existed. She's still not my victim. I'm her victim. Thank you, Larry. Again, nobody that doesn't do what I say they're doing ever gets affected by the curse. Right? You may actually not find your way out of what you're doing because you're cursed. But that, I don't care. You'll go to bigger hells. Again, it's not about this place. 100%. Every church is got this here and now thing going on, and got the visual. Just look what's happening. Oh, I know what's going on. No, believe me, I'm doing good for what the anti-power is coming at me in this location. If you're listening to me from Pennsylvania or Ohio, big devils, big drug dealing, big sex trafficking. No, an average person would have already been dead. The fact that my disabilities increased while I was here would tell you the average person would already be dead. They're murderers, man. They watch. I'm not a pedophile by any stretch of imagination. There's FBI files, if they're still left, that show that I'm not. Right. The only thing I could, I mean, I was told that people, the only thing that could be, and one of their women come along, actually any woman comes along, make sure you put your evidence in on time. Right. That's what they did. I didn't figure it out right away. So this is what they're doing all day. Well, how can, okay, so now he's 100%. And then what they'll do is they may actually have done that because that's what it came up as. But I said maybe somebody else is doing it too. What they did is they sandwiched child porn and regular porn. I didn't find it for a while. So I just downloaded it as part of the algorithm evidence. I used to download. I didn't realize I could, it took me a while to figure out I should just record the screen. So now I have actual evidence of the, instead of piecing it together, I have actual evidence of the algorithm. Right. But it doesn't return the results. It shifts you. In other words, an algorithm is supposed to reach looking for. Right. It shifts. Right. But meanwhile, they'll be out here doing this stuff and it takes that down your intrinsic ability. Again, it's just like a sex cult. They're operating exactly like a sex cult. And I know for a fact that they 100%, while denying their victim any sexual. So in other words, they're driving, making them hot. And then they go off sex together, but deny the victim any type of relief. And then eventually, of course, the victim will end up going online, doing whatever they can. Right? Again, I'm always looking for a wife because that's where I believe sex belongs. They don't believe that. They don't believe sex belongs in marriage, no matter what they tell you. They're just like another party line. Thanks, Larry. So again, if they're telling you some bullshit, they're corrupt as hell and you want no part of it. That's the best way to be. Because power does change. Remember, as soon as Trump's gone and the Democrats come back, they're going to arrest a bunch of people. They're going to fire a bunch of people. Right? So again, don't think that you're going to reign for 40,000 years because the Trump people aren't going to probably reign past midterms. Right? Probably be somewhat of a lame duck, most likely, the way it's going, unless the economy goes back up.